It's Halloween, and here we are back at Tonka, ready to take another hike. This time we're going to take the Boulder Trail, which is kind of new to us. We've only done that one other time, and it was pretty cool. So it's beautiful out here. Look at that clear blue sky. Little cool. It's like 56 degrees, but it is gorgeous. A little windy.
Alright, we're starting in on Boulder Ridge Trail. And the part from the spring is 1.5 miles. But if you park up by the post office, you can add about another 3/4 mile onto your hike. So here we go. It's more of a moderate trail. Not real hard, but definitely a few hills and rocks to climb. Once you get onto the main part of the trail, it's definitely a lot flatter, more of a gentle walk. Springtime, lots of wildflowers. Fall, you get to see all the foliage changing colors.
Hey, hey, hey. This is why we carry our walking sticks. What are they called? What are these called?
Walking sticks?
No. We wear our hiking boots and carry our sticks to help us out in rough places. Right now it's not rough at all. But it will get rough up here in a little bit where it's really boulders. You can see now why they call this Boulder Ridge. We're getting into the area where there's lots of boulders. And this is why we need our trekking poles and good shoes, because there's lots of rocks sticking up out of the ground. So you really need to be careful as you walk.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! Lions and tigers and bears. Just kidding.
And there is some slight elevation changes on this hike too. One of the great things about this hike though is it is a loop and not just an in and out. So we like that.
Going down the hill now. Starting to see the lake back in this cove. It's a little steep in spots, but not terrible.
Those elevation changes I was talking about.
Getting closer to the water.
We are so lucky to have Tonka State Park right here at Lake of the Ozarks. It's only 5 miles west of Camdenton. It has long hikes, short hikes. You can hike to the castle ruins. You can hike to a beautiful large spring. You can hike through the countryside. It's just a great place, and we're lucky to have it right here at Lake of the Ozarks. We love it.
Trail does get a little narrow in spots, but it's still not a bad trail. Just watch out for the rocks and stumps. And we're almost to the reason they call this Boulder Ridge Trail.
So this is our Halloween hike. It's definitely a good one. But I'm glad I have my trekking coat.
Yeah. Made it down close to the water, back up the hill again, and you could start to see why this is called Boulder Ridge Trail.
We could really hit the boulders.
All colors are starting to turn.
Here's some big rocks. And they're rough.
Definitely a lot of rocks. And we're heading off down that way. Definitely at least a moderate hike,
A little tricky at spots.
but beautiful.
And very doable. Look at that ridge of rocks.
Yeah, Cindy took a little detour. She went down the hill and the trail kind of fizzled out, so I backtracked and went back to the top of the ridge, and guess what? There's the trail. There she is down there. You want to come join me on the trail?
Are you on the trail?
Yep.
So this is usually off-road, but I'll find something.
Now that we've walked on the ridge for a while, we're going back down towards the beginning of the trail in the spring parking lot area. Then if we have enough energy, we might hike the spring trail.
We're being followed by a hippie. Hippie!
Getting closer. It's not a bad walk, just gotta watch out for all of the rocks when you're way down. It's still a very pretty hike. Well, we made it. About a 1.5 mile hike or so. We're almost done with this one. We'll look around the park and then head off towards the spring trail. Thank goodness it wasn't rainy and muddy today. Then we would have needed our goulashes.
Oh, that's bad.
We're back at the spring park lot. Rent kayaks. And watch an old geezer throw a bottle out of his car. not nice.
So part of the Tonka State Park is here down below where the castle ruins are. There's a really nice pavilion, a couple of them that are great for family gatherings. You can see off to the left there's a bunch of kayaks. They have a kayak launching spot there. And this is a great cove for kayaking in. And then you go on to the right here, you see the bluff, and up on top of there's the castle ruins, which we aren't going to today, but we are going to go down to the spring trail.
Have to get my hat blown away out here. We're heading up that way. But if you want a spot to cool off in the summertime, bring your boat up into the cove here. With all the spring water coming in, it's definitely cooler than the rest of the lake.
Great fishing in this boat.
Okay. Down at the bottom, below the castle. Tonka State Park Spring Trail. This one is a pretty much flat, very gentle concrete most of the way, and then a little bit of boardwalk. It's a very easy walk. And then you can go right to the spring, or cut across and go over onto the island and see where the spring water flows into the creek. Okay, this is on the trail. You can see the leaves are starting to change. Beautiful time to head down to the park and take a hike. If you go that way, you go over to the island trail, which is a moderate hike. We're going to go this way and just keep going on up to the spring.
Or you can go up those steps and take a trail back up to the post office.
If you have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And no bad knees.
Yes.
Those stairs can be pretty scary at times.
You better believe it.
They've been doing a lot of renovations over the last year or two here at the park, and
I guess they don't want you to climb up the hill over here.
New fence, new walkway.
Right up here on the left, in those rocks area, there's a cave in there that they used to have tours through. Not tours, but they used to allow people to go through them. But I don't think they do anymore. Ah, here we are, coming to the spring water. Ooh, a lot of grasses have grown.
Well, that sun's really making that grass brighten up. And you can barely see part of the castle up there.
Oh, look down into the water here. So clear.
Beautiful.
You see some of the castle up there.
There's the spring up there at the end.
Boy, they have this fence all the way.
And then the castle up there. The old saying, fat man's misery?
Always.
You can make it though, right?
Absolutely. How about you?
Maybe. I did it.
So we say, Hippie Halloween from Steve and Cindy, the Midwest Coast Travelers, here at the beautiful Lake of the Ozarks. And we are in central Missouri, and again, Tonka State Park, one of our favorite places. This is Tonka Spring. It's Missouri's 12th largest spring, and it collects from over 100 square miles, so it's a huge watershed area that comes into here. The depth of the spring branch varies from 3 to 15 feet, and look how clear the water is. It's gorgeous.
And if you're up for more of a height, since this is the end of the spring trail, you can go up and up and up, 300 and some odd
Look up there.
steps.
Have you done that trail before?
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, it's a lot easier coming down.
Yeah, for sure.
Good luck on that. Back through here again.
Yes, the spring trail is in and out, but well worth it.
Yeah, the Boulder Ridge Trail was a loop, where this one is just straight in and straight back out. But look at that view.
Usually there's not so much grass in the water like this, but I guess with the weather we've had, it's gone crazy.
Trees are definitely turning. Okay, now I guess we'll head back to the Jeep, go home and relax the rest of the afternoon maybe.
So again, hippie Halloween.